Rodeos and boots. Yeah, it's quite a big rodeo up there, and there's campgrounds and there's a dance and all that stuff, and everybody in their cowboy boots, you name it, what colors, just there's all kinds of boots, you know, lots of bronco busting and all that stuff. And we all went to the dance, and that's one thing I like about cowboy boots is they're quite comfortable, and you can dance in them quite well, I find. And so we closed the dance down, made it over to our campsite, got all relaxed, got a date that night. We were sitting around the campfire and having beers, playing guitar and harmonicas, and having a gay old time. And then, we all laid down, went to sleep. Woke up in the morning, and I kept rubbing my feet like this, and rolling over, and looked over on my side. There was this Indian lady in my arms, and I glanced up, and there's a guy sitting on his horse, and he's leaned against a tree, and he's totally asleep, snoring. I thought I was dreaming or something. I couldn't believe it. Took another glance, rubbed sleep out of my eyes, and sure enough, he's still there, sleeping away. This Indian lady beside me, she's sleeping. I'm going, I'm gonna go get a pot of camp coffee going. I guess during the night, I had my feet too close to the fire, and the soles of my boots, they got dried out. The soles were pretty thin, and they dried the leather right out. So it was like basically a crisp piece of bread or something. But I didn't realize this until I got up and started walking, and I heard this little crunching, like I was walking on the gravel path, and I kind of thought it was gravel, and then I kept walking, and I was going, boy, I sure can feel the cramp pretty well through my boots. And I turned my boot up to take a look at it. Sure enough, there was like the soles of both of them had cracked right out and fell out, and I was basically just walking around with the uppers of my cowboy boots on. Needless to say, I had to buy another pair. When I was, I guess in my mid-20s, I used to work on in between jobs. I got a job through a friend of mine. He was a lead hand on a cattle ranch. So I thought I'd go up, check it out. Well, I worked up there for a few weeks. It was pretty good work. Started really early crack of dawn. You'd be there at like 6 in the morning and start. First few jobs was baling hay, like go out, baler do the baling. We just go out the back of a big flat deck and start loading all the hay up on the flat deck, maybe put 200-300 bales there and dump it, come back, do the fields again, go back to the farmhouse, and the owner was a German fella. He was kind of new at it, but they were really nice people, real friendly. They'd feed us all up really good, big, healthy meals and things like that. Then there was times I would take guys coming, they'd send us up from mentally handicapped facility just down the road, and I'd form a crew of them. They used to make picnic benches for the public and everybody to, kind of like a Lego picnic bench or picnic table and stuff like that. And you could buy them for fairly cheap and things like that. But these guys would come up, and I'd take them out on the field. We'd have a little tractor, and a tote behind it, and we'd clear the fields of rock. Well, we just go rock picking basically for the day. We'd start at like 6 in the morning, and I'd drive the tractor, and wasn't really that exciting of a job. You'd be going about 1 or 2 miles an hour while the guys were picking up rocks and filling up the cart. Yeah, so after a while I figured, well, I may as well just let these guys take turns driving from one end of the field to the other. We're only going like 1 or 2 miles an hour, slow walking pace. So I'd show them, and they get on the tractor, and they'd get really excited about it, because they'd never driven anything before. I'd be right there beside them, but they'd get on, hold that steering wheel, and they would have their eyes glued to the other end of the field, and that was it. They were going, and they would holler and scream, hey, look at me, I'm driving the tractor. They were just so happy about it. It was really nice to see, and so we kept cruising. We'd start getting down to the end, and there'd always be a battle towards the end, like who was going to drive next, and, like, oh, it's my turn, is it my turn? No, I think it's my turn. No, is it my turn? And then I'd have to stop the tractor and turn it around for them, because that was pretty hard, it seemed, for them to do. And then we'd get back en route, and another one of the boys would jump in and drive the tractor and be glued to the other end of the field. And then other jobs we had, like, cleaning out the horse stalls and fixing some of the tractor equipment, some of the blades and things like that for when you're turning up the fields and things like that. Probably maybe the dirtiest time I ever got my boots dirty was we were sorting cattle. It was and they were breeding them. So the owner put all the cows in this one great big pen, and we were sorting all the other ones out and putting the bulls in there, and then we'd have to move them around, and they'd go out and do their thing. And the corral was like just straight mud and cow shit. It was quite a mess, and then you'd have to get them out of there and herding them out and slapping them on the ass, and it was pretty messy. Your boots, by the time you got finished doing that, were like, well, as they say, knee deep in shit and whatever. It was a pretty messy job, but all in all, it was a pretty good summer job. You got to go horseback riding, go fishing. On the days off you didn't work, you're welcome to come out and grab a horse and do whatever you wanted to do. And it was generally a pretty good job to have between jobs. It was a good way to spend the summer. Shit kickers and cows.